Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And make sure you hit that like button because this episode is the start of conference play here in Season 2 as we are going up against Louisiana Monroe. You see they're 1-1 just like us. Let's just look at their leaders and look at the schedule that they played. So they played LSU and they got blown out just like we did, 31-3, but they did beat Wake Forest, who was in the ACC. So a couple of other teams that are in our conference are not playing conference games this week. So we're pretty much the only conference game this week. So now we want to look at the players of the game from last week. And last week, I mean, we pretty much got pummeled and it wasn't even close from the beginning. But one guy I did see flashes from was Justin Johnson, the freshman receiver, and I'm going to give him that awareness boost. He's now up to 60 awareness. On the defensive end, there really wasn't anybody to give anything to be honest. There was nobody jumping off the screen. Nobody was doing well in coverage. So I honestly do not know who to give this to be honest, because, I mean, literally, there was nobody that made any plays at all. So I'm just going to leave it for this week because, honestly, it just wasn't a good game on defense at all. So nobody on defense is going to get the player of the week because, I mean, quite honestly, I think we just had a bad game overall from the defensive side. So before hopping into this game, let's look at some recruiting. Let's see some updates here, and let's look at our board. So, we did have a couple episodes ago showing the high school highlights of some of these guys, and just look at where we're at. So London Welshman, we're actually number one on his board now. We passed up South Carolina, so it's pretty good to see us pass up the team that we just lost to. James Burks, we're now ahead with him, and he's going to be a monster coming in, and that one's actually going to be a tight race because look at all these teams are already offering him right away. So let's actually put some more points on him right away. Let's put him at 300. Adam Jones, it looks like we're in first for him. Let's actually unlock some more ratings. So it looks like right now he's 85 man, which is pretty good. DJ Warren, we're first on his board. Jonathan Reed, the slot receiver, we're actually first on his board as well, so that's a good sign. Trey Jefferson, we are first on his too. So we're actually first with a lot of these guys. But one guy we're actually in second with right now, Sean Johnson, the speedy running back. We did kind of want him to be kind of that, third down type of back. I don't know if he'll be the every down back because he has low carrying. You see Sean Armstrong already locked us out, which kind of sucks because we do need some outside linebackers coming in because we do have a lot of guys that are older at the linebacker position. So we will need to replace them. So Taylor Vasquez, the quarterback out of New Hampshire, we're first on his. Justin Hollerank, we're first on his. Atlas Hodham, we're gonna be first on his. Robert Arnold is there as a center. We're gonna be first on his. I mean, all these guys, none of these schools are going after, but Caleb Stevens looks like their schools are going after him. They do notice the all-around type of tight end that he is. But keep going down the line. A lot of these guys, we're still first on the board. Looks like we have some competition here with Adam Edwards, and this is a transfer JUCO tackle. So we do want to see what we can get out of him. He's going to be 60 overall coming in as a JUCO. But a lot of these guys, we're in first with. We're in good position for. So this is going to be pretty good. Another good recruiting year for us, I think. And looking at how good these guys are, let's just unlock DJ Warren really quick. It looks like he has 80 spectac. But, I mean, this is going to be a good recruiting class, starting with London Welshman out of Conway, South Carolina. So I think we're in good position going into next season with our recruiting. So let's just look at their leader going into this game. Garrett Smith, a senior. Looking at his skills here, he's a decent quarterback. He can run a little bit. He's got some speed. He can also throw the ball. So he's actually got a touchdown and no picks, 271 yards up to this point. I imagine that means they're going to be running a lot because they have a power running back in senior Derek Gore, 88 speed. He's going to be pretty good. And then they have junior speedy guy Right behind him, he's 5'8", 197 as a junior. So 2 seniors as their leaders at the receiving end. They have a sophomore and a senior here. They don't really have great stats right now through 2 games. But looking at their defense here, David Griffith is a guy we'll have to watch out for, and Donald Lewis Jr., the junior left end. So let's get into this game, man, because this is going to be a good game. I can't lie. It's going to be a good game. And then they also have a cover corner in J.J. Dallas. So let's hop into this game. Let's get it. Let's go. So here we go. Preston Liang starting out this game, kicking it off to McCray, who's back to receive the kick, and he's going to get tackled at around the 30-yard line. So here comes Marcus Green, their leading receiver. He's a senior, but he hasn't done much through the air this year so far, so he might be looking to get going. But look at Gore on the first handoff, and Derek Gore busts off an 18-yard carry. That hole was wide open as he gets the next carry and breaking a tackle from Lorenz. And look at this, a wide open lane, already 52 yards for Derek Gore. And just like that, this Coastal defense, I mean, they've been breaking all season long, as the first play out on offense is a throw that is just way off. The timing was just off on that throw. Trying to get it to Amari Manuel on the outside. I think they were just not on the same page, as that one is right to the defender, as Monroe comes out and they're giving it to their fullback, and he's getting about 18 yards on that one. So now here comes Smith on the next carry and pitching it to Carter, and Duke Carter makes it all the way into the end zone untouched on the triple option play. And just like that, I mean, it's 14-0, and it hasn't even been a minute into this game, as we just need to get something going. So here we give the ball off to Jimbo Brown on a 3rd and 3, trying to run it one more time, and this defense is just there, but we choose to go for it on a 4th and 3. I'm like, man, we got nothing to lose, and we do get it to Sam Forbes on a quick slant there for 7 yards. So hopefully that starts something, because we're going to need it. So on a 2nd and 13, here we are getting it to Justin Johnson, the freshman. Remember, he was the player of the week last week, and he's going to be looking to build off of that performance, and hopefully I can use him a lot more in the passing game, as once again Curtin rolls out to the right and finding Angel Gonzalez open, the redshirt freshman. And besides that interception, I mean, Curtin's been pretty accurate so far. And here is Alan King gets in on offense, and he gets his first career touchdown on the jet sweep, getting into the end zone. And we've cut this lead back down to a touchdown. So now all we need is a stop here on defense, and we're in business. So here comes Smith back out at quarterback, trying to roll out, breaking the tackle from Alvin Jefferson, breaking another one, picking up a block. And look at this, he has a wide open lane, but then takes a big hit from Cedric Granger, getting close to the 30-yard line. So now here comes Smith under center this time, throwing across the middle, and look who's there. Anthony Lorenz is there for the interception. Great coverage on that one. Take another look. He was just on the receiver that whole route, and he jumps it and comes up with the interception. So that's the turnover we needed. So we need to capitalize on that. So on a 2nd and 10, here is Curtin rolling out, just couldn't throw it to Justin Johnson. An accurate throw probably converts the first down, but on a 3rd and 10, he does make up for it, finding Jack Kleck across the middle. So now on a 1st and 10, here is Jimbo Brown getting the handoff up at the middle, and we're moving the ball pretty nicely so far. But on a 3rd and 10, here he is throwing to the outside and finally finding Justin Johnson. Justin Johnson just seems like he's just getting better and better with each snap, as he runs great routes now, and he's getting open. So here he is once again getting open, but this time Curtin gets the pass broken up by the safety. Nice play by the defense that time. So now we have to go for it on a 4th and 9, and look who's open. None other than Max Moriarty, the backup tight end. He gets in quite a lot, and he's in on this play as well on a 1st and 10. And look who's open. Amari Manuel, the senior, but there's going to be a flag on the play. That one's going to come back, so we do lose a little bit of field position, but we still get the first down. But on a 3rd and 7, here he is finding Jack Kleck. That one was thrown into the middle of traffic, and luckily it wasn't picked off. So we choose to go for it once again on a 4th and 1, and 2 big 4th down conversions on this drive. Keeps this drive alive. So now we're inside the 10-yard line. Here's Curtin once again finding no one to pass it to, but he's going to take it himself and run it into the end zone for the touchdown. And now this game is tied up. We started off disastrous, but now it's tied. So now back on offense, giving Cedric Granger a huge stiff arm as Smith on that one. And, man, Cedric Granger's going to have to make up for that one. So on a 2nd and 5, here he is under center, throwing the ball over the middle, but look who's there. Cedric Granger for the 2nd pick for this defense. Look at that. The receiver just drops it, and Cedric Granger is there for the interception off of the tip, and that's going to be another turnover for this defense. So maybe we can capitalize and take the lead before half. So here comes Coastal back out on offense, giving the ball to Jimbo Brown. Nice cut, getting up past the 25-yard line. So nice run that time by Jimbo Brown. So now on a 3rd and 6, wide open is Sam Forbes, and Keshawn Curtin cannot hit him across the middle, so we do have to settle for the field goal, but a wasted opportunity, a wide open man. We could have possibly got 6 on that drive. So now back on the ensuing drive. On the first play, here is Green, the favorite target of the Warhawks, and they get in for the touchdown just like that. That was way too easy, way too quick. So now we get this ball back. Can we put on some points on the board before halftime? We got a lot of time, 3.5 minutes left before half. So now here comes Curtin moving the ball pretty nicely on a couple of runs. Here he is finding Justin Johnson. Nice catch that time. A little bit off, but he got that and corralled it. So now on a 3rd and 4, close to the 30-yard line, one more open receiver. Angel Gonzalez is going to be missed on that one. So now we have to go for it on a 4th and 4, and it's deflected. Colin Turner comes up with a deflection, and that's what happens when you miss those wide open guys. You get put in situations like that where we're at a 4th down and we turn the ball over. But on the ensuing possession, look at Gore. Another open running lane. He's going to break a tackle and bust it open for a 67-yard touchdown run. I mean, this defense has given up way too many big plays this season. And right before half, I mean, a big momentum swing as Keshawn Curtin actually gets lucky on that one. Overthrows the receiver, but Sam Forbes is there for the reception. So here comes Justin Johnson getting the first down catch. Now there's 1.5 minutes left in the first half, and here he is once again from the shotgun, wide open Jack Kleck, and he's going to stiff arm his way, moving the ball close to the 25-yard line. So here we go, inside of 30 seconds now in this first half, and here's Curtin dropping back, but he's going to take a big sack, and he's going to get out of field goal range. But we got the wind to our back, so we can maybe make this one, but no. Preston Lane cannot hit that one, and we go into halftime down by 11 after a couple of missed opportunities. I got to admit, a wide open guy on back-to-back drives results in either 3 points or a missed opportunity on that 4th down, and we need to come back out in this second half, and we need to capitalize. We can't miss these wide open guys, and we need to put points on the board instead of 3. So now here comes Curtin back on our offense, here to start the second half. Here on the 3rd and 7, the pressure is coming, but look who he finds, Jimbo Brown, who is actually a pretty good receiver. I mean, he's a power back, but he's actually a good receiver, and he gets a pretty big gain on that 30 yards on that reception. And here's Javier Garcia getting in on the counter, and he gets about 11, 12 yards. So now 1st and 10 now inside the red zone, and here is a nice throw this time by Curtin getting it to Alan King. Alan King's getting in for a couple of offensive plays. Maybe it's a newfound weapon as Jimbo Brown makes his way up to the 1 yard line on that counter. And on a 3rd and goal, here he is finding another lane and getting in for the touchdown. And now it's going to be a 4-point game. We try to go for 2, but we do not convert. So now it sticks at a 5-point game as Louisiana Monroe comes out, giving the ball to Duke Carter on the swing pass. And on the next play, giving it to Gore. And Gore has another open lane. Almost broke that one, but Ian Hartman is there for the touchdown-saving tackle. As now on a 1st and 10, they are just moving the ball. And look at wide open Carter in the flats. We actually had a flat. That was a cover 3. I don't know what my defender was doing, but he's wide open. So now on a 1st and 10 under center, Orlando Norman gets burnt once again by Marcus Green. And that is another touchdown. I mean, he's got 4 completions, and 2 of them are for touchdowns, and it's already in the second half. I mean, we just need to eliminate these big plays, and we could possibly be in the lead in this game, but we just need to settle down a little bit, get under composure on our defense. But here's our offense back out, and we can't do anything as the pressure is too much. Kashawn Curtin, 19 for 39 up to this point. So now here in the next possession, we actually pinned them down at the 3 yard line on the punt. Nice punt that time. So now they're in compromising position as on a 3rd and 6, they try to roll out, but this time Smith takes the easy way out. He slides without taking the hit, and we do get them to punt the ball away. So now we start this next drive out past the 50, and here is Jack Kleck getting a reception across the middle. Remember that game versus South Carolina, he pretty much disappeared. So we're trying to get him the ball again, and here he is once again on the same route, open for back-to-back first down. So now we're in business on a 3rd and 8 here on the 25 yard line, finding Max Moriarty, picking up a block from Jack Kleck. And there's a little bit of a rivalry between these two because they're both tight ends. They want to see who's going to get the most touchdowns, who's going to get the most catches and yards. But that time they're helping each other out. Nice block. Look at this block. Perfect setup block by Kleck that time. And we make this a 5-point game once again. But we know Smith has been hot in this game. I mean, not too many completions, but when he needs to make them, he's making them. So now we just need to stop him. On a 2nd and 6, we get a little help. That time Gore can't handle the pass on that one out of the backfield. So now on a 3rd and 6, here is Smith finding McCray over the middle, and that's going to be a first down. Too much speed on the drag route that time. So now we're on to the 4th quarter as here is Smith rolling out to the right, this time avoiding 2 tackles, picking up another block, and look at this, gets pushed out just about at the 5 yard line. So here is Smith here on a 1st and goal, rolling out one more time, and Garrett Smith, we knew he can run the ball, but he is just killing us. If he's not killing us with these completions, he's killing us on the ground, and it's back to a 12-point game as Curtin comes out on the next possession, finding Justin Johnson on the sideline. Can we put up some more points here before it's too late? And here he is finding Jimbo Brown, another big reception from Jimbo Brown on the backfield. So now on a 1st and 10, here's Curtin rolling out to the right, finding Sam Forrest for 12 yards. So we're moving the ball pretty nicely. You see time isn't really coming off the clock. And here is Jack Kleck getting another first down. So we're doing a pretty good job with this hurry up, getting to the line, no time's coming off the clock. And that was just an easy drive. Nickeled and dimed them all the way up the field. And look who gets it. Cameron Dixon, the 3rd string tight end. I don't know what's up with these backup tight ends, but they're getting all of our touchdowns on the year. So here is Smith back out on the ensuing possession, and this guy just can't be tackled. Somehow avoids the tackle that time from Ian Hartman and avoids a sack. So now here he comes back out, and finally picking up a sack is Danny Armstead on that. So on a 3rd and 4, a perfect play call by the defense containing Smith on the option that time. And Jalen Joe, we haven't heard his name much. He gets a nice tackle for loss on that play. And here is this offense. Can Kashawn Curtin lead a game-winning drive down the field. Here he is on a 2nd and 10, feeling the pressure, trying to get the ball away, but that one's going to be incomplete. So now on a 3rd and 10, Keshawn Curtin from the shotgun. The pressure's coming, and he's going to get swallowed up. Was just about to get rid of the ball, but that time Monroe is there for the sack. But here is Smith back out on the next possession, trying to test Orlando Norman, but this time he's not letting them get behind him. Green that time. So now on a 3rd and 10, here is Smith throwing to the outside, and that's a nice catch that time by Marcus Green. We know he's the impact receiver. He's made play after play this game as Derek Gore picks up 6. So now on a 3rd and 1, attempting to run a triple option, somehow picks up the blocks. We sent an all-out blitz. We knew they were going to run the ball, and Corey Parks runs 35 yards for the touchdown. And man, I mean, just like that, this game is just kind of out of reach, as they just seem to be putting up points every time we put up points. But we still got time, but we need to make stops on defense, move the ball on offense without, using too much time. So now on a 1st and 10, here is Jimbo Brown out of the backfield, running over 2 defenders that time and getting a nice 8-yard gain. But now on a 1st and 10, here is Curtin one more time, throwing to the outside. Jack Kleck dragging the feet on the sideline, keeping his feet in bounds. And now it's a 1st and goal, and look who's open. Cameron Dixon, who already had a touchdown earlier, gets in once again, and that's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And now we have an onside kick opportunity. We have to kick this one timeout left. And just like that, Louisiana Monroe pulls out the victory, and that one is gonna hurt because we needed that one. I can't lie. We needed that one. And if it wasn't for a couple of just errant throws by Curtin, this could be a totally different game. I mean, the defense definitely needs to buckle down. We're giving up way too many opportunities and too many big plays. And, I mean, I can't say enough about how well our offense played. I mean, we played pretty well. Jack Kleck, 12 receptions for 126 yards. He was just all over the field. And Justin Johnson once again had a big game, 5 receptions, 85 yards. But, I mean, our defense definitely has to step up. We need to get some pass rush. I mean, we're not getting any pass rush. Our run defense isn't as good as well. I mean, our defense is just average right now. I mean, we're really, really bad. I mean, we haven't had a good game where we can say, all right, that was great defense. It's pretty much been rocky. I mean, this is a rocky start to this season. I want to see how these guys respond. We're probably going to have to make some changes up front on our defensive line because it's getting ridiculous. We're not getting any pressure. We're not getting any stops on the run. We just need to make some changes. So hit subscribe, hit that like button because it's going to be no easy test next game. We're going up against Louisiana Lafayette this time. So you don't want to miss that action. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.